I would consider you Jamaica's greatest A&R. Where did you get the skills to see potential and nurture talent?
A&R even...
Before you answer, please let people know all the artists you've helped early on in their career.
I can't remember all the artists I had. Maybe somebody would have to write them out. I swear I can't remember all of them. I helped a lot of artists. And then when I developed that skill, as people may say, it's really because of Bling Dawg, my friend, who encouraged me to go to the studio and I find success. And I felt like I owe it to these men. Because it was Bling Dawg, Nitty Kochi, Harry Toddler, Angel Doulas, that was our little crew we were part together at the studio. So when I got in, I felt like I owe it to them. I have to leave the door open. So I decided, scare them crew have to burst. So I kept telling Jammies and the engineer and everybody, they has to burst, record them, and they're not paying attention. So I end up having to make priceless records, scare them production, make a Riddim named The Valley of Death, and recorded everybody in the yard, from Determined, Black Mice, everybody, Bling Dawg, Toddler, just name the whole yard. And then Jammies are never so happy with me making label and all that, but it was all the benefit of my friends. And then no, because I made the label and putting out rhythms, it caused a problem. That was why I had to let Jammies. And I insist my friends has to burst. So I took them to Sly and Robbie. Right here. Mixing lab, Sly and Robbie and Volbeat. This is where I end up when I leave Jammies. And then Sly recorded them. Who the fuck is this playing in the morning? Because Jammies don't never understand the type of skills and skills that scare them cool. It was unorthodox, it was weird, because that rap style, making over rap songs, they can't see it. Sly them have different vision in music, so they allow them to know what they was doing and to tell. He bust. I record, y'all them a write me nature. And they record, who the fuck is this on the same rhythm, man? Slide, Vineyard, and them on the scooter. History from there, scare them, Boss, 96, Sting everywhere with the White River Reggae Bash, all over the country. And from there now, when I first scared them now, I met up in Baby Cham, a little after. And then me and Baby Cham start up her, and then Baby Cham link me up with Dave Kelly. That's how the Mavado was Bounty Killer link really found. And then, after Baby Cham now, I met up in Bling Dawg. Another friend from Florida, and then Bling Dawg migrated to Jamaica, and Bling Dawg said, well, they might take our music fully, and we start to power with me. And shortly after that, I met Vybz Kartel. And we started to call myself the Alliance, the Alliance. It wasn't a word we used among our friends. Why want me Alliance? And the word gets so popular, everybody start calling me Alliance. Because we never said we have a crew named Alliance. We would scare them crew. My name would have said Scary crew as the next edition, but we never planned to have another crew. He said, look how we use the word Alliance so freely and loosely around people that start calling us Alliance, and then when we think about it, it's a good thing, Alliance. One for all for one. Each one help one to reach one. Yeah, so you know, we get the Alliance. So, Busy Signal got deported to Jamaica. I know Busy from, he was in Connecticut. Then we come and one hour start to party together. Then Kartel bring in Mavado, and Kartel bring in Idona. I met Mavado singing blacks through Flex and Tyrical and Mafia crew for a long time. Then I went to live at Oakland, so Mavado them start link me up now. So all these little young artists around me now, and them start call we Alliance, and then when we go to show, everybody come in with me. They all come with me, and then me have a style, me stop me show, me call them on and give everybody peace. And that's how they really start master them craft. Just come in a show with killer. They never really get any specific treatment from the producer or no promoter, and then I start to carry them around the producers that I work with, like Snell Cohen, Jeremy Hardin, and even Dave Kelly attempt to record Mavado them once, because I always try to encourage the producer them work with the young artists. Seem like a slide of a scare them. But it's not everybody have the eyes to see beyond the rough. Because some people, if you not polish them already for you. It's just like when I carry Kartel, the most of the producer at first, he was not polished, but he was creative and talented, but he just wants some time and some nurturing. And then look at them now, all giants.
So early in your career, you used to roll deep when you stepped out. At what point of your career did you ease off of the entourage, and why?
I never had an entourage. I always have a bunch of artists. My entourage is Scare Them Crew and Alliance. So people always see me with a bunch of people, but it looks like an entourage. But it's a group of musicians and artists and producers and selectors. Some people have entourage of just friends. My friends were star in the makings. As my entourage, you can look at them now. You see my crew. They were my entourage. When I just burst, the entourage was Boom Dynamite, Nitty Kochi, Harry Toddler, Elephant Man, Bramwell, Daily Bread. That's who I always with. And then after it turned, the Bling Dawg, the Busy, the Cartel, the Mavado, the Idona, the Predator, the K Queens, the Ira, just name them. Everybody around me is always someone like that. But most of them unknown, so you might think, oh, that's in security or young star or something, but he's mostly artists. He might have a few friends around, but it's mostly artists in my entourage, and I don't work with 20 people, never. The most people you're gonna see me with is 5, 6 to 8. I barely have 10 people around me. Despite even if all these artists, I just don't carry everybody one time. We do it in round brackets. This time, this show, we carry this amount or we carry that amount, but I never carry everybody every time. And then no, since everybody became superstar, I have no entourage. Because the entourage become stars of their own. They have their own entourage now. I just have like my little roadie, and me have my little parry. You know, it's just willful, skillful as a little young artist me a par with. I have no entourage anymore. But I soon create another bunch of entourage as my young artists.